Hi, I'm Ryan Szymanski, curator for Battleship New Jersey Museum and Memorial, and today we have our fourth dry dock update. And the update is everything's going good. We are still on time, we're still on budget, and as you can see behind me, the biggest news that I have right here is that 1/6 of the total project area has been painted. So you can see that the forward third of the ship on the port side now has a complete system of coatings. That is the 3 coats of paint on the underwater hull, with red as the top coat, and 5 coats of paint along the wind-water line with the black anti-fouling paint as the top coat. We saw the worst marine growth on the top roughly 3 or 4 feet of the ship's waterline, because that is where we're getting UV penetration. That's as far as the sunlight will extend. So there was a small amount of growth in there, but more than anywhere else on the ship. So, since we were already putting a higher number of coatings on that area, we chose to put anti-fouling paint just along that stripe. The Navy chose not to put anti-fouling paint on the ship when she went into mothballs, and thanks to the ship being in fresh water for the last 20 years or so, we did not experience much growth. So, there's no reason to put anti-fouling paint on the lower part of the hull. It's much more expensive, but thanks to your support, we were able to put anti-fouling paint along the wind-water line in the area that may get some growth. The other piece of big news over the last week is that the new aluminum anodes came in. All 600 anodes are now here. We've been getting a lot of questions from people about when those are going to be installed, and the answer is after we're finished painting the ship. Once you have a full system of coatings on the ship, then you put the anodes on over top of it. So that will be one of the last things completed in this project. For those of you who've booked your dry dock tours for the last weekend or two, you will see some or all of the anodes installed at that point. Over the next week, we're going to continue to paint the aft 2/3 of the port side, and we're going to continue to pressure wash the starboard side. That will prepare it for painting. We could very well finish this week painting the port side, and then fully transition all the workers over to the starboard side. Fleeting of the ship will likely be 2 or 3 weeks from now. That's when we're going to reflood the dry dock, move the ship 4 feet forward, and then set her down again, so that we can paint the areas that are under the keel blocks. That's not going to happen until we've painted everything but the area under the keel blocks. Also, over the past week, we have completed the ultrasonic shots of the hull. We're awaiting the report right now, but don't expect to see anything too concerning on it. We are still inspecting blanks. To date, I believe we've inspected 110 out of 160-ish. So we're moving right along. So far, about 50% of them have failed their drop test, but we were able to successfully soap test them. About 5% of the total, I believe about 8 tanks so far, have completely failed and require some sort of additional repairs. We've done videos in the past on testing the blanks. There's a link in the description below if you didn't catch that one and are interested in what we're talking about. Thanks to the support of you guys coming out to the dry dock tours, we've raised more money on that so far than we planned on. And so we were able to add one of our reach goals to the project. That is boxing the propeller shafts. We'll talk more about what that is in a future video, but the contractors are on hand already to weld boxes over the through-hull openings for the propeller shafts that are going to help keep those watertight for a much longer period of time. We really appreciate all of your support that is allowing us to add to the scope of work of this project. Dry dock tour tickets are almost sold out. With the next 2 weeks being completely sold out, that leaves only 2 weeks of tours left at the very end of the project. If you want to participate in this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and be one of the 5,000 people that gets to see the ship out of the water, get your tickets now. There's a link in the description below. Be sure to stay tuned on this channel. We're posting daily videos about the project with weekly updates coming out every Wednesday at 7. Battleship New Jersey receives operating support from the New Jersey Department of State, also from a number of other businesses and private individuals like yourselves. We really appreciate your support. There's a link in the description below if you'd like to donate to support the museum. You can also support us by liking, sharing, and subscribing so more people find out about the museum and our channel. Thanks for watching.